Celebration TV. Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Oyo State Governor Ibikule Amosu.
Hello, welcome. This is Celebration TV News Desk, and I am Femi Marks. First, the headlines. European invasion, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, and Omega Power Ministries International Teams Conference 2019. And from the foreign, saying UK and South Korea to sign continuity trade agreement on business. Buhari signed 600 billion naira intervention fund for power sector. And on sport. New Sport Minister Dari targets youth development. Stay with us now. We give you details after this short break. You're welcome back. European invasion, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. After the just concluded International Women Conference, God servant, the Restoration Apostle Johnson Suleiman was set for yet another move just immediately after he concluded the service on Sunday, 18th August 2019, where he was inducted into the Nigerian Book of Record. The tireless, passionate, and relentless man of God went forth for an invasion in the European continent. After ministering God's word with tangible proofs of signs and wonders and miracles in the city of Victoria in Spain on Monday, 19th and Tuesday, 20th, he immediately continued to the city of Graz in Austria.
Not coming back. The Bible said they borrowed so much that they spoiled Egypt. That means the economy of Egypt shook. They wrecked their economy. Am I talking to somebody here? They wrecked their economy. What does that tell you? When a man or a woman has favor resting on his or her head, your helpers help you without reasoning. Your helpers lose their senses. Protocols are broken. Let me say this to just 7 people here. As you hear the sound of my voice, everyone ordained to help you, everyone ordained to announce you, my God will move in their lives overnight.
Despite the fact that his programs are on weekdays, there is always an unbelievable turnout of attendance recorded as people around the world are hungry for God's word and manifestations. The European invasion comes to an end today, Thursday, 22nd August 2019. The man of God is awaited at the ministry headquarters in Oyo State of Nigeria, where 2019 International Teams Conference is ongoing. And still from the local news, proposed settlement 21 Ibadan Kings may drop crowns. The appeal filed by former governor of Oyo State, Abiola Ajimobi, challenging the nullification of all the processes that led to the crowning of 21 kings in a single day in Ibadan, may soon be withdrawn by the incumbent governor, Seyi Makinde. A 2-page term of settlement dated August 20th and signed by Ladojo's council stated the procedure for settlement, tagged official service and received by the Registrar of the Court of Appeal on Tuesday, agreed that the report of the board-led Commission of Inquiry created disharmony. It also observed that the new administration of Oyo State will stand on the rule of law, and parties also recognized that the House of Assembly had not amended the Chief's Law of Oyo State. The need for truce was further premised on the fact that amendment could have probably given legal backing to the Gazette that led to the installation of the 21 new kings. The terms of truce stated followed that the parties had met and agreed that all gazettes affecting chieftaincy law of Ibadan land issued during the pendency of the appeal be set aside. Jimobi on Sunday, August 27, 2017, crowned all the 21 kings. Ladojo, who was also a beneficiary, stayed away from the ceremony and instituted a court action, which gave him victory. And still from the local scene, more have been killed under Buhari, says Secondus. The national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Uche Secondus, has claimed more people have been killed under the Muhammadu Buhari government than during the 1917 Civil War. Secondus made this claim during a meeting of the Oyo State wing of the party at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta, on Wednesday. The PDP chief said his party will stop violent death in the country if elected in the 2023 polls. He said, "For how long have we continued to be oppressed, intimidated, and continue to kill ourselves? So many killings now in the country than we had during the Civil War. The people that have been killed since the inception of the APC government are many that you can't place records because we wake up to hear news of killings on a daily basis." On his plan to unite the party ahead of the 2023 election, Secondus said Ogun had taken the lead towards the move to unite the PDP in Oyo State. He also said the party would hold its world local government area and state congresses next year. He said, since Ogun State have started this unification move, Oyo State will follow in the interest of our great party. We must all come together after we have gone through pains. A leader of the PDP in the state, Oladipupo Adebutu, said Dapo Abiodun would not have won the match, would not have won the March 9 governorship poll if he had represented the party. And still from the local news, Omega Farm Ministries International Conference, Teens Conference 2019. Omega Farm Ministries International presents the 7th edition of the International Teens Conference 2019. The International Teens Conference 2019, which has the theme Empowered and Ready, kick-started yesterday, 21st August 2019, at the International Worship Center of Omega Farm Ministries in Oyo, Oyo State, Nigeria. With a massive attendance of the conference this year, teenagers have gathered in their numbers as they came from all parts of the nation to have fun, make new friends, showcase their different talents, and above all, receive divine empowerment, just as it is said in the theme of this year's conference. This year's International Teens Conference is indeed a special one, as it began with a live studio session on Celebration TV network, which was solely anchored by the teenagers themselves. The things began yesterday with great joy and a moment of refreshing as the dynamic mother, Dr. Lizzie Suleiman, ministered to them in all wisdom. The conference continues till Friday, 23rd August 2019, and promises to be one of its kind.
You are doing something in the house of God, but you are living a different life. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that doesn't show or prove that you are ready. With that zeal, with that commitment, why don't you live the life that pleases God? Why don't you live the life that pleases God? Why don't you get out of that life of sin? Why don't you get out of that life of arrogance, saucy and wicked? Life of gossip. A teenager want, you are my friend, you are my friend. And they use their mouth to finish another teenager. Even in this conference. Do you know? That's why, coordinator, if you see any group, if they are not brainstorming, talking about scriptures, go there and know what they are doing. Because some came here with a different motive. Some came here to introduce their lifestyle to some other children that are very decent. Some came here with the intention of influencing others negatively.
And now on to the foreign scene. UK and South Korea to sign a continuity trade agreement. Tasha Cobbs, Leonard, Vashon, Mitchell, and more perform in finale of Belt Sunderbest. We'll give you these details after this short break. Join us again.
The city of Manchester is about to be renewed.
Any member of your family who is fighting your lifting, by the power of the Holy Spirit, I clear them out of the way.
And God sent forth his spirit for divine recreation through his servant Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Open Heavens 2019, 26th and 27th August. Anticipate.
To foreign news now. UK and South Korea to sign continuity trade agreement. The UK will sign a continuity trade agreement with South Korea on Thursday and allowing businesses to keep trading freely after Brexit. International Trade Secretary Liz Truss will sign the deal with our South Korean counterpart Yo Mayon here in London. The agreement is roughly in line with the terms of existing Korea-EU free trade deal. Trade between the UK and South Korea total £14.6 billion, equivalent of $17.7 billion in 2018. A preliminary free trade deal was agreed between the two countries in June, marking the first post-Brexit trade deal the UK secured in Asia. The UK has sought to secure agreement with its trading partners as it prepares to leave the European Union in October. Ms. Yu said the agreement would remove much Brexit uncertainty from economic partnership between two countries. South Korea is a global leader in electronics, steel, and the auto industry, and its export to the UK reached £5.2 billion last year. Asia's fourth largest economy exports mostly cars and ships to Britain, while it imports crude oil, carbs, and whiskey. Ms. Truss said the agreement will allow firms such as luxury car makers Bentley to keep trading as they do today, and they will be able to take advantage of the opportunity that Brexit offers. Warren Clark, Bentley brand manager for South Korea, welcomed the stability brought by the deal. And more from the foreign news now. Tasha Cobbs, Leonard, Vashon Mitchell, and more perform on finale of Belt Sunderbest. After making a triumphant return from its 4-year hiatus earlier this summer, Beth's inspirational singing competition Sunderbest moves closer to crowning a new gospel superstar. Last night, the Grammy Award-winning songstress Fantasia eated up the stage with a debut performance of Looking For You from our forthcoming album Sketchbook. She later joined the George panel, kicking off an emotional night full of surprises, which ended with Joshua Copeland and Melvin Crispell Tree moving forward to the finale episode, airing on August 25th, 2019. Challenged with connecting with their inner selves with this week, each contestant had to perform twice. For the first performance, the contestant chose a personal song, and Keck surprised them with a close family member for motivation. Joshua selected Tasha Cobbs' I'm Getting Ready, while Melvin performed Ezekiel Walker's Wonderful Is Your Name, which was written by his late father Mervyn Crispell too. Today, RCA Inspiration releases these 2 new songs as the first installment of their partnership with BET to spotlight new music from the Hit Gospel Competition series. Both songs are now available at digital music providers. The season 9 winner we received a recording contract with RCA Inspiration, a cash prize of $50,000, and the title Thunderbirds Bet We Crown the season 9 Thunderbirds winner on Sunday, August 25th. The finale episode will feature special performances from Grammy Award winner Tasha Cobb Leonis, multiple Stellar Award winner Fashion Mitchell. Fans will also see soap-starring performances from judges Jonathan McReynolds, Kelly Price, and Erica Campbell, debuting a new single, Praying and Believing. And on home to business news right now. Buhari signed $600 billion intervention fund for power sector. And also from business news, food import, AFBT advises CBN and Forex ban. Stay with us. Details come after this short break.
Jesus! Shout Jesus!
An outpour of grace, clothed with power for the Great Commission.
Touch!
A season for harvest and restoration. Open Heavens Asaba 2019 with the Restoration Apostle Johnson Suleiman. 8th and 9th October 2019. The time is 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. For inquiries, please call +234 816 839 8331 or +234 701 003 6999. Open Heavens Asaba 2019. Grace shall locate you.
You're welcome back. Now to business news. Buhari signed 600 billion naira intervention for power sector. The power sector is going to get another intervention of 600 billion naira from the federal government very soon. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed for the release of the funds. It was gathered on Wednesday in Abuja. The market operator transmission company of Nigeria, Edmond AJ, disclosed this while speaking on the sidelines of the third MO Interactive Stakeholders Forum. The federal government has been intervening in the power sector on the release of the latest 600 billion naira, will make it the top key intervention so far carried out by the government after it officially handed over the distribution and generation arms of the sector to private investors in November 2013. On September 30th, 2014, the federal government announced a loan of 213 billion naira to the privatized power firms. On March 1st, 2017, the Federal Executive Council also announced the provision of 701 billion naira as power assurance guarantee for the Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading Company for 2 years to pay the generation firms. When asked whether the latest 600 billion naira was specifically for the distribution, generation, or transmission company, AJ could not specify. Some stakeholders have frowned on the intervention of government in the power sector as they argued that the industry was largely in private hands. About 2 weeks ago, the Senate kicked against the continuous disbursement of bailout fund by the federal government to power firms. The Senate President Amelawan, while playing host to the management team of the TCN, argued that it was not in the interest of government to be disbursing bailout fund to power firms without commensurate improvement in the supply of electricity. Lawan called for a more stringent process that will allow only competent and qualified firms to execute power projects. And still on business news, food import, AFBT advises CBN on Forex ban. The Association of Food, Beverage and Tobacco Employers has urged the central government of Nigeria to engage operators in the food industry before it implements the ban on forex for food importation. In a statement, the president of the association, Patrick Nebe, said, "We appeal to government to engage the organized private sector and stakeholders in the food industry to discuss the issues involved in this matter more thoroughly before a final position on how to proceed is taken." The CBN, towards the end of July, announced the decision to deny access to foreign exchange for the importation of milk and other dairy products. One critical aspect he mentioned was the impact the sudden ban will have on the overall financial result of the companies affected, which will also likely lead to loss of jobs among others. The organized private sector tried to draw the attention of the CBN to the danger in not allowing for a reasonable period of time for those concerned to make adequate preparation to source their imported milk and dairy products locally. And now on to sports. New Sport Minister Dare targets youth development. And the AG Falconets reach semi-finals. Table tennis teams outclass opponents. Stay with us. We'll give you the details after this short break. Join us again.
The at least spiritual action that will provoke heaven's divine reactions about to happen in the city of Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Open Heavens 2019, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, October. Expected.
You're welcome back. And still on sport news now. New Sport Minister Dare targets youth development. The new Sport and Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, says he is ready to engage in confrontation and dialogue to ensure that he delivers on his new assignment. He said this of the sideline of his inauguration on Wednesday in Abuja. After the inauguration, Dare visited the ministry and was given a rousing reception by staff of the ministry. The new minister assured Nigerians of total reorientation, saying he would boost the development of the ministry with professional experience in the public sector. He also promised to intensify efforts at youth development alongside sports during his tenure. Adding that he will not only focus on football. The minister said he will use his over 2 decades media visibility to ensure that the works of the ministry were effectively projected by the media. And still on sports, AG Falconets will reach semis. Table tennis teams outclass opponents. Nigeria under-20 women's teams have advanced to the semi-finals of the 2019 African Games after playing a 1-1 draw against Cameroon in their second group game at State the Chinese on Wednesday evening. The Falconets earlier secured the 3 points and 3 goals from their win over South Africa. The Nigerian team amassed 7 points after teams in Group B were given automatic 3 points as a result of Zambia's withdrawal from the competition. Nigeria in Group B with Cameroon, South Africa and Zambia. This is as Nigeria's table tennis teams outclassed their opponent by winning all their games. In their first group match, 6-time Olympian Funke Oshonoke and Fatima Bello defeated Republic of Congo Sabrina Mazombo and Bakuko Nejanova 3-0 in women's double. On their part, Shegun Toriola, Jide Omotayo and Bode Abiodun opened their Rabat 2019 campaign on a good note by outclassing Kenya. Toriola and Omotayo secured a 3-0 victory in the doubles, while Abiodun beat Undude Mutu 3-1 in the next game. Omotayo completed the job with a 3-0 win. And that's all we have for you today from Newsroom Celebration TV News Desk. Here are the headlines again. From the local news, European invasion, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, and the Omega Farm Ministries International Things Conference 2019. From the foreign scene, UK and South Korea to sign continue to trade agreement. And on business, we received 600 billion naira intervention fund for power sector. On sports, new sport minister direct targets youth development. Thanks for watching Celebration TV News. You can follow us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's Celebration TV. On Instagram, My Celebration TV. And on Twitter, it's at My Celebration TV. On YouTube, it's www.youtube.com/Celebration TV. Thanks for watching Celebration TV. You can join us again for news by 12:30 today, again by 6:30 p.m. today. Thanks for staying tuned. I am Femi Marks. Bye for now.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Oyo State Governor, ENQUIRY.
Reveal me, Jesus.